Okay, let's get it. All right, guys. Today I'm doing a video on politics and dead rappers. Okay. If y'all didn't already know, PNG Rock died yesterday. And it's just been a lot of crazy assumptions to why he died. All right. But we all forget that there's been a lot of rappers that's dying. So rather he died because, his girl dropped the location or he didn't want to give up his jewels, it's still a consistency of a lot of dead rappers dying. So I want to get into what's the politics in this, okay? What's the politics, who's really benefiting? And could we see some more dead rappers dying in the future, okay? Let's get into it, guys. A deep dive. So, PNG Rock, man. I remember him from that song, Every Day We Lit. He had this strange voice that I was like, wow, I never heard a voice like that before. Heard him on another song with Kodak. But, he wasn't getting a lot of play down here in Florida, but, he was a big time rapper, all right? What's the politics behind all of this rap death, all right? I think that it's being promoted. Rather is nobody looks at the record labels. Okay, we have to look at how much are these record labels that's behind paying all these rappers. How much are they getting? And are they willing? We don't see them stepping up saying, man, we want to protect the rappers. We don't see them saying, hey man, I want to make sure the rappers have extra security. I want to keep the rapper alive. It's like literally rappers are worth more dead than alive. So if that's the case, why wouldn't they want to keep pushing the narrative of the violence? If I'm getting the most money when the rapper dies and I own his, and if I own his publishing or not, now that he's dead in the contract, they probably own, I can't say what they're doing, but after he dies, the publishing probably goes to the record label, or the record label probably already got their cut. But if the record label is not coming up and saying, we have to protect these rappers, it's a conspiracy. They behind it. I can't say they're behind it, but they are promoting and putting their money behind this. So it has to be some kind of reward for them. So that's the first thing I feel like we have to look at. We have to keep these record labels accountable. Okay, y'all. You're giving these rappers big money at the beginning, which is a loan that they got to pay back. So it's just crazy. But we can't even put it all on the record labels. We got to put it on us in the community. Why is jewelry so valuable to people who don't have jewelry? Like, the jewelry is not even valuable to nobody but rappers. Because if they try to sell that same chain, those same, diamonds that they buying, nobody's buying it. Unless you're going to catch an upcoming rapper coming up and maybe he may buy it. But to kill somebody over jewelry that's not worth nothing in the real world, is only worth something to rappers in the community. It's just crazy. So, condolences to the family, man, of just all the rappers that passed away. And I think we really have to have a real conversation with the record labels and with the community. But a lot of people want to just blame LA. Oh man, you gotta be careful when you go to LA. A lot of rappers die in a lot of other cities too. They dying everywhere. But this isn't nothing new because, you know, we've been killing ourselves, you know, for decades and decades and decades. It wasn't rappers back then, it was just regular people. But now it seems that for some reason all our youth want to do is be rappers. Like you'll hear about somebody and something happened, it's like he's a rapper. It's like, I don't even see what's so good about being a rapper now. So I think that's the politics to me behind rapping, the record labels. I think record labels got all the politics behind it, but just another sad day that gun violence. And we don't see none of this talked about with Biden, with none of the presidential. They don't talk about, you know, the deaths of our people. It's like we sending $9 billion. We got a water problem in Mississippi where the water's not right, and we sending $9 billion to Ukraine to help them out with fighting Russia. It just, that shows us right there that they ain't gonna even spend their own money on trying to clean up the black community. They don't care about it. It's beneficial, you know. We'll go to a whole nother country and try to help that out before they help citizens right here in America. So it's just crazy to see politics. You gotta watch the politics and see how crazy this stuff is, that the stuff that they do. You will be like, you would think that they really don't care about this country. So, I mean, that's just my take on this situation. Y'all leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the politics of dead rappers.